Want to play Russian roulette with some Padron peppers? Check out this recipe with Shimeji mushrooms, some buckwheat, lovely and toasted, and of course the Padron peppers. Would they be mild? Would they be wild? I reckon it'll be wild style. Check it out. Guys, this recipe is delicious. It's fast too, but it's flashy. So we're gonna start by heating up a pan. A lot of heat, and I'm going to toss the peppers in some oil. You can use any type of oil you wish. I can use vegetable oil or sunflower seed oil as well. Olive oil if you wish. If you live in this region of the world, I'm lucky to be blessed to use olive oil too if I wish, but I'm gonna keep that aside for now. I'm gonna crank up the heat right here, and good. That's on the go. I'm going to add some flavoring now, some aromas. And for that, garlic, just a couple of cloves of garlic will do the job. I'm actually gonna leave them whole. The idea is just to flavor the oil, not to cook the garlic completely. We'll remove that later. And here it goes. Hi, 2 cloves of garlic in. Now we're going to worry about the main ingredient here, which are the Shimeji mushrooms and the Padron peppers. I'm going to slice both of them, and the idea is just to remove the ends here of these 2 beautiful ingredients. So the Shimeji mushroom, full of flavor, nutty, and this Padron pepper. From this neck of the wood, delicious. Sometimes it can be spicy, sometimes not. Guess we'll give it a try, we'll find out. So the idea is that I will slice both of them, just the ends, and get them all prepped and ready. So let's get on with that. Need to do a bunch of them. Now the Padron peppers, this is a delicious pepper that's used in the Galicia area. That's north of Spain. And they have this beautiful smell. It's very aromatic. And this beautiful bright green color. This, when cooked with high heat, kind of blisters the skin, and you end up with something that is not only sweet, but also has a depth of flavor that is completely amazing. So I'm going to keep doing this for the Padron peppers. Just get them on the top. Now guys, if you don't have Padron peppers, I'm afraid you're out of luck, because it's such a particular taste and a particular special flavor to these. You cannot compare them to any chili I know of. Guys, let me know below, comment. Always let me know if you find a chili that looks similar to this or has a similar texture or flavor. I'd love to get to know that. So a few Padron peppers in. Perfectly now because they're in season 2. Now I'm going to repeat the exact same process with some Shimeji. Let me just take a look at my oil here and the garlic. Nice. Gonna wait a little bit longer until they're like nice and coated and the garlic starts getting kind of brown and caramelly color. In the meantime, let's go back to our mushrooms. Now these are Shimeji mushrooms. There are different types of Shimeji mushrooms. This white variety is about 20 years old. About the same age as me, so yeah. Nice mushrooms, I'll call them. They come in different colors, and this was the most recent variety. They came up in Japan. It's an East Asia mushroom, and it has loads of flavor. More important, has this amazing tendency to absorb flavors. This is what you want. You want everything to mingle in this particular dish. So, in they go. All right, I'm going to make a small portion, so I think we bought enough there. What I'm going to do is anything that comes out of the preparing of these ingredients, I'm going to toss them into a bowl. Guess what? This is the most delicious stock that you could ever make. Mushrooms, chilies, any type of trimmings, onions, garlic, shove it all in the pan, cover it with water, 20 to 30 minutes, you have an amazing stock. So let me check how things are doing here. Oh, look at that. Brown on one side, the other side is a little bit white, but it's exactly what I'm looking for. I just want some color. Let the oil come in, do its thing, and you end up with this garlic. Once again, not to be wasted. Use this. So it will go into my stock platter, and then I'm gonna keep the oil very, very hot. All right, the hot, no. Now that I have all my leftovers to the side, ready for my stock, I'm gonna make sure that the oil stays really hot because it's gonna be cooked in the flash. A few seconds, toss, done. So, that going. And now I'm gonna show you a beautiful trick. I'm going to use buckwheat to make a crispy, nutty, tasty flowering top of this dish with this beautiful buckwheat I have here. Simple trick here. All I did was I coated it in water, 10% solution of water. That would mean for a liter of water, I use 10 grams of salt. Soak up this beautiful buckwheat overnight, and that's ready. All you have to do is dry them out, really dry, because we're going to stir fry them and get a delicious flavor and coloring on top of our dish. So another pan, this time a small one. I'm actually going to switch them. Get some real heat in there. And I'm gonna fry them. I'm gonna fry them in oil again, vegetable oil, olive oil, it's up to you. I'm gonna stick with sunflower seed oil. Now, this is what cooking is all about. We know that this recipe is gonna be quick, so we have everything ready, pretty much. I'm gonna start tossing. In a moment's time, everything will be ready. So, just as that pan heats, I'm going to show you 1 or 2 ingredients that will balance this dish. It's very important to balance a dish because something that's too sour or too spicy would never work. So I'm going to use some lovely honey here, some runny honey. I'm gonna mix it with some sour cream. Look at that gooey, delicious stuff. Beauty. So a bit of honey. We're going to stir it into our sour cream. If you don't have sour cream, don't worry, you can use yogurt. Will not make a big difference because you're still gonna have that creaminess. It's important. More importantly too, it's going to cut the spiciness of some of these chilies because some of them can be really, really hot. Beautifully mixed. I'm gonna have a taste. Wow. I can tell there's something special going on already. Beautiful flavor. So, small frying pan, already hot. Dried buckwheat, it's going right in. Won't take too long, okay? I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Oh, that's the sound. That's the sound we're looking for. Check this out. Beautiful. That's sizzling. Make sure that everything is frying. We're gonna keep it there for about a minute or 2. Keep an eye on it, you don't want to burn it, okay? Here we go. Now, once those seeds are golden brown, they'll be ready. We're going to toss them with some spices to add some flavor. But before that, let me just put everything together because we're going to need to season our ingredients. I'm going to use some salt. Sea salt is something that can always be used for Padron peppers. Fleur de sel, the special type of salt that comes from the laying on top of the water, becomes even finer. Now, these seeds won't take long, like I said, about 30 seconds to a minute, they'll be ready. In the meantime, let me get some ingredients together. You're going to need some salt, of course, Padron peppers, you're gonna need salt. Oh, getting there, getting there. Check this out. Look at that beautiful color. I reckon another 30 seconds and it'll be done. As soon as they start getting brown, it's the time. Mushrooms are ready, everything stacked up. Flavorings. I'm going to toss these buckwheat in some flavor. This is a Cajun spice I'm using. A mixture of paprika, some herbs, some garlic, everything powdered. I'll leave you the link on this description so you can pick up the recipe and you know exactly what's gonna happen and how you're going to prepare this. So it's a very quick toss and that smells ready. I can smell it. Done. Look at that. That's what we're looking for. Beautiful seeds. I'm just gonna drain them very quickly. Here. Just get some paper towel. And off we go. We're going to just lay them there. Let them dry out a little. I'm actually going to use a paper towel to dry the pan itself. I'm going to give them a massage. Take care of them. This is the football player of this recipe, okay? It's not the manager. I'll be the manager. This would be the football player, so give him a nice treatment. You want him to score. Now, back into our pan. And now we're going to toss it. So, now we'll go with our Cajun spicing now. This would not only give it beautiful color, it would also give it flavor and spicing. Wow. Great trick if you're a vegetarian, if you're a vegan. Imagine this on top of some cauliflower. Imagine this on top of any vegetable, let's say that. Extra crunch. Beautiful dish. They're ready. They know where to go. Back into our little container. And I guarantee you that oil is so hot, I'm going to start frying the mushrooms. Look at that. Fire. You want a lot of heat when you're cooking this way because it's so fast. You want the skin to actually blister and render some juiciness and some sweetness. So let's go right in. Touch your salt. Let's do that like right-handed, left-handed, doesn't matter, just keep cooking. Oh, they're pretty much done. Look at that. Beautiful, nutty, but oily as well because we have this beautiful oil and it just kind of glistens on the whole dish. Let's go and finish this. I need to eat, so serving bowl. We're going to plate it now. Guys, this is a wonderful recipe. You can use it as a starter. Imagine a little dip. Something to go and dip on sauces, for example, if you're having a party. I mean, it's up to you. I would say sky's the limit. It's your imagination. So that is on. I'm going to coat it with our beautiful sour cream and honey mixture. Just going to drizzle a little. And to top it off, some spiced buckwheat. Lovely. Now, this is up for you to try, but I tell you, mild to wild, got it. Mild style, but could be wild style too. Depends on what chili you pick. I'm gonna have a go. That's sweet. That's sweet. Whoa, not sweet. No sweet.